A rebel who went searching for treasures in his soul, fishing for gold. I found a key to unlock the door to my mind's gate, hidden with some hieroglyphs. Told me about my future and my past, and that I should get. Till I work it and get up off my ass. I'm on the path to move the masses to spiritual tactics. So masters, you bastards, spread it through classes. Live your life.
The veil has lifted the energy, shit that my indigos get that we different. Off the loose, so we tripping, the platinum we sipping. Now the dimensions are dripping. Unless you are different, you won't know the difference. Or make a difference, you slipping. You're chasing this chicken, the code in the digits, you know that I stay on my pivot. Your body's the shell, your spirit's the snail, so why are you chasing your tail? They got you so pale, what is that smell? Chemtrails, what you inhale. I feel like evil Knievel. I'ma build we a cathedral for all of my people, so how that they cannot reach you. Power to the people, we are equal. All this evil, let us see that they cannot reach you. You are ascended, no more pretending. Merkaba spinning, now the stars are bending. Conscious extending all your comprehension. And not to mention, release all the tension. They want us divided, cause they know united. We will override it. Fifth dimension, we gon' overnight it. Light the flame, baby, let's ignite it. So they can't hide it, nah, they can't hide the light. We blow up like dynamite. Had to kill the old me, cause I ain't want the kind of life. Nah, thought I.
Wake up, it's the indigo clutch. Wake up, 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 it's the indigo clutch. Wake up, 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 it's the indigo clutch. Wake up, 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 it's the indigo clutch. It's the indigo clutch.
Grand Rising.
Elevate the masses. Gotta find your passion. This that conscious flow, reppin' indigo. No, we free to go. Do this lyrical.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Blessed day, everybody. Welcome in to Rising with Ra here on this Monday. And we are back after taking a week off from Rising with Ra. Really enjoyed some family time, some self-care time, and just really staying in balance. And we are now back with Rising with Ra this week. Today on Monday, coming up on Wednesday, and then on Friday, as we are exploring Egyptian God and Goddess Week. And we are going to be connecting with the ancient Egyptian energies and the different guides and aspects of the universal all when it comes to the Egyptian mythology. And today, for our chakra of focus, we will be starting over at the root chakra. I believe, if I'm correct. Or did I cycle back around to the crown? Gotta check and see real quick. Because sometimes you can start at the root, sometimes you can start at the crown. It's really up to you. There's no right or wrong with it. But I just want to make sure I'm aligning with what I originally put on the flyer. Grand Rising and Grand Day to all of you guys. Thank you all for being here. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and start at the root chakra today. Alright, so with that being said, first half of Rising with Ra. And once again, just to remind you guys, for those of you that don't know me yet, my name is Marcus, and I also go by Christolight. I'm your sacred host, the sacred pharaoh of Rising with Ra, and I am a Reiki practitioner, crystal healer. I do guided meditations for 6+ years. I also do intuitive life guidance to help you with shadow integration work and helping you develop healthy patterns, habits, and routines for your daily life. And I also do personal guided meditations, chakra balancing and chakra empowerment, crystal healing, teaching, and much more. You can also tap into the Cashapp. I can do soul lineage and soul origin meditations, connect you with your lineage, and generational inner child healing. All some of the things that I really enjoy and am passionate about when it comes to my dedications and what I provide for the collective. And if you guys want to have experience with any of these services, just feel free to reach out. And along with that, I just want to make a couple announcements before we begin. And first announcement is Sacred Space Friday is coming up this Friday. And Sacred Space Friday is a sober, safe space for you to come in and be vulnerable, be transparent about where you are on your path, talk about any of your everyday struggles, talk about anything that you have questions about regarding consciousness, holistic healing, or you could be there to support and share your wisdom and knowledge for anybody that's in the community space. And then the second half for this Sacred Space Friday, I will be guiding us through a chakra balance meditation to help us clear, release, and restore balance to our chakra system. And that will be this Friday, Sacred Space Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and that takes place on Zoom. So you can just direct message myself or my partner, holistic_butterfly, and you get the choice between $11, $22, and $33 payment options. Completely up to you on which you pay. And then whichever one you pay, you get access to both Sacred Space Fridays of the month. So that's the first announcement. Second announcement, I want to talk about my newly launched Sacred Light community. And this community is called Sacred Kingdom. And this community is online, private, encrypted, on Discord. And this is a sacred community space for us all to bridge, grow, support, and be able to consciously connect as a worldwide conscious community 24/7. And along with this, we will be doing many tribe gatherings, such as group meditations, breathwork, and other holistic practices being facilitated together, reflection space to talk about the experiences and help share messages and puzzle pieces that we find. And along with that, opportunities to network, share your passions, your business, your art, as well as have conscious conversations about universal laws, esoterics, ancient teachings, and anything else, our visions and dreams, all in a beautiful sacred space as a community that's in private. And there will also be opportunities for you as well to lead lectures, facilitate practices, as well as share your gifts within the community. These are just some of the general things that come with being in this community, and there are many other benefits that come along with it as well. And if you guys are curious about that, you guys can watch the replay of the announcement on my page. And this Sunday, on the 23rd, I will be hosting the first Sacred Kingdom community event that will be taking place in private on the Discord channel. And we will be doing our first introduction. So we will have space to introduce ourselves together, get to know each other a little bit, see who we're aligning ourselves with in this beginning phase of the Sacred Kingdom community. And as well as that, I will be leading and guiding us through a sovereignty, reclaiming our energy, chakra balance meditation, just to really cleanse out our space, bring balance, and kind of hit a reset button as we move forward into this community kingdom space. And then we can set some intentions together and maybe even share a little bit of our vision of what we would like to see for the community. And yes, this online community has major goals and major visions as well that we are going to water and nurture along the way and unfold it into a physical community at some point. But that is in the future, and we have actions and steps to take to get to that. And it's going to take accountability, responsibility, and growth from all of us together as a thriving community if we wish to get something into the physical and on foot for us as a beautiful, thriving community. So that's a little bit about the Sacred Kingdom community, and it's just $10 a month, that's all. You know, just like a nice prescription to Netflix or Hulu or any app that you enjoy. Same price is what this community is. And I have to say, there's more opportunities, benefits, and things that can come along with being a part of this active living community for the same price as a Netflix prescription. So just consider that in that type of way on how cost efficient this is, but then the open abundance of opportunities, connection, and growth that can take place by being a part of this community. And I also have that pinned at the top of my page, the preview for this Sunday, where I'm talking in depth a little bit about it. And you guys can also watch any of the previews on my YouTube channel, Sacred Light Healing and Wellness. So I look forward to all of you that I will be seeing next Sunday in the Discord space as we have our first Tribe Sacred Kingdom gathering. Really look forward to that, and I can't wait to get to know you guys a little bit better and see where we can fit our dots in a line when it comes to our gifts and the roles that we play in this grand universe. And then along with that, I have a couple of lives coming up this week. Tomorrow I'll be going live with my partner Holistic Butterfly, as we will be talking about our first program that we released, The Bridge to Love, which is a 7-week program. And then on Thursday, we will be going live again, and we will be talking about Sacred Space Friday coming up this Friday. Give you guys a preview of what is to come. Alright, so those are the announcements for the week. Just to recap those announcements for all of you. First announcement is coming up tomorrow. I'll be live with Holistic Butterfly to talk about the Bridge to Love 7-week program. And then this Thursday, I'll be live with her again as we will be talking about Sacred Space Friday, which is coming up this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then it is now open and available for you guys to join the Sacred Light community on Discord, Sacred Kingdom. And it's only $10 a month. You can hop in and start today and be a part of this community. And I believe that is it for today on announcements. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's it. If you guys have any questions, just reach out to me and I will answer them to the best of my abilities for you. And to top off the announcement with the Sacred Kingdom community, this Sunday, the 23rd, we will be having our first Sacred Kingdom global community gathering, as we will be introducing ourselves to each other, get to know each other a little bit, share our gifts and what we can bring to the table, as well as what type of goals and visions we would like to have with the community. And then we will also be doing a sovereignty, reclaiming our energy, chakra balance meditation. And in order to be a part of that, you'll have to become a member of the Kingdom community, which is $10 a month. And then you'll have access to the Discord session for the meditation and the introduction. Welcome in, everybody. Do me a favor, if you guys want to repeat this as well, put it in the comments after me. I just want to say wholeness and balanced love to everybody in this space. Wholeness and balanced love. Wholeness and balanced love to everybody in the space. We say wholeness and balanced love to remind ourselves that we are whole, that we already are the wholeness, and that we are remembering to maintain our balance of love. Homeless and balanced love. Oh, that's so funny. Homeless and balanced love. That's so funny. Alright, so thank you all for tapping in, and thank you for receiving my messages for the week on what's to come with events and opportunities that you can be a part of for the Sacred Light community. And I'd really love to see maybe just about all of you in the comments. I'd love to see you all in this community that's on Discord. It would be very beautiful to really connect with each other on a genuine level and really start planting seeds and getting in gear with the ways that we can help grow, share our wisdom and knowledge, and start co-creating as a community. So if you guys are really considering or feel drawn to getting into this Sacred Light community on Discord, just reach out to me. It's only $10 a month to get started, and we're going to get things flowing. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into our collective card reading for today and tomorrow. So what I do is I pull a card for Monday, and then I pull a card for Tuesday, since Rising with Ra is going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Just so we have a medicine card to connect with for tomorrow as well.
Sacred Space Fridays. This is a sacred, sober, safe space for those who want to express, learn, and heal. I, Kristen, also known as Holistic_Butterfly, and my partner Marcus, also known as Sacred Light 33, will be present for all sessions. In these sacred containers, we will take part in holding space and facilitating breath play or meditation. In these journeys, we will help you to align your chakras and connect with your higher self. As a beautiful addition, we will receive newly recorded drum music specifically made with the intention for our journeys. This will be lovingly made by a friend, Chuck Wilson. He is a sacred shamanic drum maker and musician. This will take place on the first and third Friday of every month at 7 p.m. EST. To reserve your spot, click the link in bio at holistic_butterfly on Instagram. And if you have any questions, please send an email to Kristen, KRISTEN.Hibbard, HIBBARD @live.ca, with the subject title being Sacred Space Fridays. One love, beautiful souls.
And also, if any of you want to be a sacred guest and come on Rising with Ra to share either your wisdom, your knowledge, your passion, do a collective card reading, or lead a energy healing practice such as meditation or yoga for the collective, feel free to reach out, let me know, and I'd love to have you come on so you can share yourself with the community. But of course, we'll sit and make sure that we align with proper honored boundaries and values as well. So yeah, if you have anything that you're passionate about, that's holistic healing, consciousness, just let me know. This is a space for you to share yourself. Much love. Welcome in. Alright, so our collective card reading. Remember to take conscious moments of breath. Whenever you get downtime or in between moments, you can shift your consciousness to your breath. Standing in line, waiting in the car, anything that you're waiting for, just in a stagnant space. Bring the moment to the breath. It's a grand opportunity. Okay. So our collective card reading for today and tomorrow. Our first card, which is going to be for today on Monday, we are receiving the medicine of oneness. Oneness energy, balance, patience, divine masculine. So with this card being pulled today intuitively, and you can take this as you would like if it resonates for you. Today with the oneness card, we are in this place where we're being assisted with the reminders of our divine masculine energy. And when I say divine masculine energy, as in being supported with the remembrance that we are already whole beings, that we are already connected to eternal source energy. And with that being said, this is a prime time to really step forward into your opportunities, your goals, your purpose and mission. And with that being said, when you can step into that knowingness of your eternal connection with always being guided, always being provided for with support in many different ways, many different forms, many different dimensional layers and beings, then there is no need to question. There's no need to feel a lack of confidence in your masculine abilities. And when I say masculine abilities, I mean your ability to output, your ability to put forth action, your ability to consciously express yourself and to co-create into this world. In every moment, we are divinely connected. And no matter what we go through, no matter the failure that we have, no matter the mistakes that take place, we are so powerful and we are so connected with all that is that we will overcome those, even if they happen. Yes, we may get triggered, we may have an emotional reaction, we may have to shift our energy, we may have to reflect on our mindset, but we still overcome them. We still move forward. And that is a very beautiful thing to solidify within your own subconscious psyche. And this is where reprogramming comes in, is reprogramming into our organic life, reprogramming outside of the matrix thinking, that we are bound to time, that we are in a rush, that we need to force ourselves to have something done right away. These are all three-dimensional concepts that we have placed on ourselves. And this can cause many different things to our being and in our path, our energy. You know, this can cause distortion. This can cause anxiety, depression, anger, rage, frustration, so many other things, along with just these basis emotions, can come with being in a 3D mindset about our time and space of who we are and what we have available to us. When we can step more into the understanding of everything is temporary, that all our reflective experiences projected from our own being and is all connected to an infinite source of energy, then we're able to have more internal peace. We're able to be more in our wholeness state, be more of the observer, the co-creator, and really listen more into our intuition, tap in with our discernment, and really feel where we're drawn to naturally and organically, without feeling like we need to do something out of people-pleasing tendencies, or that we need to feel validated. These are all things that also come with being misaligned with ourselves and not having that internal peace of who we are. So we're just being called to remember our oneness, remember our place when it comes to our purpose, and really having patience. And what comes with patience? Patience comes with releasing judgment. Patience also comes with compassion, understanding, openness, opportunity for expansion. And it also comes with the ability to know and the manifestation process that takes place in this multidimensional universe. Understanding that we are in one of the densest formations when it comes to reality and being, when it comes to the 3D and human experience on this earth. And it takes time, quantumly, for higher dimensional manifestations to take form into the material. We can't go around with instant gratification or instant results, believing that everything is just going to take place in a snap of a finger. Not when we're in this density. If we're in a lighter and higher density, then yes, it won't take as long. It may even just take a quantum snap of the finger to manifest and materialize. But knowing where you are and knowing where you're experiencing in this universe with the 3D level, we understand that there's densities that these energies have to manifest into in order for it to be physical. With that being said, what's the number one key that you could possibly say to manifestation, or just being in the process and understanding, being the co-creator of your reality? One of the number one keys is balance. Understanding our balance. Understanding our internal balance. Are our chakras aligned? Is our energy clear? Are our emotions stable? Is our mind breaking out of limitations? Are we embodying patterns and habits that support our manifestations? These are all important things to pay attention to every day in the moment until something materializes. And we can actually speed up our materialization and manifestation process by continuing to clear ourselves and develop supportive patterns and habits that embody and align with what it is that we are manifesting and drawing into our space, because we are the magnet of our reality. It's always going to come down to you at the core of your reality and manifestations. How much do you want to let go? How much do you want to be light? How much are you going to activate your centers so that you are that magnet for manifesting in your reality? So that's our first card, which is Monday today, and we got the call to oneness. Not just thinking about being in oneness state, but being in it and feeling it and knowing that you are in oneness state always. As soon as we separate ourselves, we then take away our power. Gotta remember that we're not separate. Our Yogi Tea message of the day. The purpose of life is to know yourself, love yourself, trust yourself, and be yourself. Well said, Yogi Tea. Well said. Alright, so our next card, which is going to be for Tuesday, we have the supportive energy of destiny. Beautiful Fae card. And with destiny comes divine purpose, passion, and service. How beautiful is that? So with yesterday, or I should say today actually, we have the oneness card, that call to oneness, that knowingness and being in it. And then tomorrow we have destiny. And what I'm really getting here is really becoming even more aware. Becoming more aware of our purpose. Becoming more aware of our passions and the ways that we can orchestrate our services. And services don't have to be like literal practices or holistic healing. Services can be holding space. Services can be sharing your art. Services can be just listening. Services can be anything that you're passionate about that can bring some light, bring a message to anybody else in their life. There's many ways to serve. And with this destiny card, I'm really hearing and feeling like a call to really take a look and reflect at where you're at with your path, what it is that you're passionate about, and what you can do to provide support to the collective through your passion or what you're knowledgeable about. And along with that, if you're someone that's already doing this, and say you have your own independent business or your own services that you provide, maybe take a moment of reflection and see where you can tweak things, see where you can reinvent, see where you can sharpen, where you can upgrade, maybe even cut out some things. Just take a reflective period and really see, where can I make this a little fresher? Where can I kind of tweak this to enhance and bring something more and more effective for the collective? These are things that I do every so often intuitively when it comes to my services, my art creating, my video editing, and much more. I always look for, what can I upgrade? What can I shift around to make more efficient, more effective, and provide even more expansion for the collective and myself, because I am the collective as well. So seeing these cards together, I really like the combo of, being called to that oneness awareness and really being in it, and then stepping through with that knowingness and really developing your passions and purpose through that oneness knowing energy. And it's a completely different ball game. We really do live in parallel realities. And when I say this, I'm not trying to be all like deja vu, voodoo-like. I'm just being literal, as in the choices you make, you then go on a parallel timeline because of that choice. And we can experience things in multidimensional ways depending on the choices we make. So if we make the choice of being in the perception and awareness of knowing that you're universal oneness, that you are always connected to the eternal consciousness of life, and that you are going to make it through any struggles, obstacles, ups and downs, and bumps along the way. If you step into that knowingness, and then you put that knowingness as your basis and foundation behind your passions, your purpose, and your services, you're then stepping into a completely different dimension and energy field than stepping into your passions, purpose, and services from a state of scarcity, a state of desires, a state of feeling like you need to do it, that you need to be a hero, that you're depending your life on it for money. All these different mindsets that are not whole, that are half, that are polarized, that are going to keep you in scarcity mindset, bring in a completely different energy field and a way different projection of what you're manifesting. So just really take a moment. Take a moment and see where you're at with your level of knowingness. Not your level of, knowledge and wisdom, but your level of inner knowingness. Just knowing that you are an eternal being. And once you kind of get to that reflective moment, try to navigate that mindset into your passions, your purpose, and services. It's a little different. It's a little different than when you just step in as, Marcus or your human self, thinking that what you're doing and what you're serving is a desperate need, or is something that you're not really that good at or aren't going to grow with. When you can just see and know that you're in your purpose, that there's no limit to how you're going to grow and expand with what you're doing and how it can affect others. Ooh-wee. So that's our collective card reading for today and tomorrow on Tuesday. And really think about what your destiny is. What do you want your destiny to be? How do you want your book, your movie to end up? How do you want it to play out? You're the main character and you get to choose. You choose by your actions. So it's up to you what you would like it to be, what timelines you'd like to experience. I can't do it for you, nobody else can. But I can give you reminders, and I can be a reflection for you along the way. So our first card today is Oneness. Second card for tomorrow on Tuesday is Destiny. Destiny doesn't just happen, we choose it. We choose it by actions. We can think all we want about the destiny that we would like to have, but as long as it stays in that mind, we will not manifest it and experience it in the physical. Gotta be that alchemist of your life. Alrighty. So that's our collective card reading. thank you all for tuning in, and thank you all for receiving. And we are going to go ahead and take a moment to take a break, and then we will navigate into our second half of the Rising with Ra, as we will be going over some of the Egyptian gods and goddesses to connect with the different aspects and beings. And then you guys get to choose for your own self which Egyptian god and goddess you would like to incorporate into our root chakra self-Reiki activation today. And feel free to put in the comments here in the live, or on the replay, or on the YouTube edition, which Egyptian god and goddess that you choose for today to help with your root chakra activation, and maybe put a brief description of why you chose that god or goddess. And I also just want to put a disclaimer that when I speak of god and goddesses, I am not speaking from a worship standpoint or religious standpoint. I am not looking at these beings as something more supreme to us. I see these beings and aspects as energetic archetypes, as well as mental constructs of mythology, as ways to reflect different properties and different aspects of the universal all, which is us, as I am and you are also the universal all. And these beings and guides are just reflections of different energy archetypes to help reflect to us and remind us of the different parts of our own well-being and who we are in this universal all. Just to let everybody know, because I know that there are some misconceptions about these type of guides and energies, and I know there's also people that are worshiping out there, and that is not something that takes place in my spaces as well as any of my community spaces. We do not worship. It is all aspects and reflections of our all self. So let's go ahead and take a break for a couple of minutes. Go ahead and grab some water, hydrate yourself, take a moment to use the restroom, grab some sage, maybe some crystals, whatever you'd like. And we will be back in a couple of minutes as we will do our root chakra activation, as well as connect with the Egyptian gods and goddesses. At Sacred Light, and I'm presenting to you my Sacred Light services that are available currently. I am currently offering Reiki, chakra alignment and empowerment, intuitive life guidance, soul origin galactic therapy meditation sessions, as well as sacred oracle readings. These are all services that I'm divinely offering and have available to you any day of the week. You may contact me through my email, which is marcustut23@gmail.com, through Facebook at Christolight Robbins, or through Instagram at sacredlight33. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me at any of those contacts, and I will give you the best answer I can to help you get clarity upon what could best suit you on your journey. And we can book a session whenever you're ready. Wholeness, balance, love, vibrations. All right, welcome back, everybody. So now we are in our second half of the Rising with Ra space, and I'll burn a little bit of sweetgrass for us, just to close out the card reading and open us up into this beautiful chakra activation space. As sweetgrass brings uplifting and supportive energies. And shout out to all the sisters and queens in the house today. Got a lot of sisters in here today. Yeah, I just want to give you guys much love. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go through some of these gods and goddesses for you, and then feel free to put in the comments which one you choose for your root chakra today. So we have Amon. Amon is the one that stands for the Hidden One, mysterious of form. So he is the all-permeating God energy that is not in form, that you cannot sense, put to words, or touch. Amon is the God that is within all living things. Next we have Anubis. Anubis is the protector of the dead, the god of the underworld. He helps souls navigate from life to afterlife, and he also is the lead host, and he also does the weighing of the heart at the halls of Amenti when it comes to the scale. We have Bastet. Bastet is the sister of the lion-headed goddess Sekhmet, and Bastet is represented as a black cat, and she represents protection, playfulness, grace, affection. Next we have Hathor. Hathor was the daughter of Ra. She is the goddess of women, love, beauty, pleasure, and music. Next we have Horus. Horus is the sun. He is the Christ energy, the god of the sky and divine protector of kings. He also represents the shining light, standing forth in your truth, in your Christ conscious energy. Next we have Isis. Isis is the wife of Osiris, the mother of Horus, and she is the representation of the mother of all gods. And she is the original archetype of divine feminine energy. Yes, that is how you spell Bastet. Next we have Mayat, which is M-A-A-T, Mayat. Mayat is the goddess of truth and justice. She embodies the essential harmony of the universe, as well as the original universal laws, called the 42 Laws of Ma'at. She also helps with ethics, and she also helps with judging to the afterlife as well. So anytime you need to restore your balance, you need to align yourself with truth and universal principles, Ma'at is definitely the goddess for that. Next we have Osiris. Osiris is the original representation of the divine masculine energy, the partner of Isis, first king of Egypt, and he also represents your action, communication of truth, next, we have Ra. Good old Ra. Ra is the supreme sun god, represented as a hawk. And Ra is the energy of shining the sun into life. Which means being the holder of knowledge, being the holder of shining. Next we have Set. Set is the brother to Horus. He is like the dark shadow aspect and polarity of the light. He is the god of darkness, chaos, and confusion, and is represented as a man with an unknown animal head. So when you really think about this from a non-dualistic standpoint, like without good and bad, it's actually important that we have darkness and chaos as a part of the balance when it comes to the 3D life. So through darkness, chaos, and confusion can come growth, learning, and new life. Next we have Thoth. Thoth is the god of writing and knowledge. He is the messenger of all dimensions, and he is the scribesman of universal laws, the hermetics, alchemy, science, math, and all these different things that help us remember and understand the universe and creation.
Ye who accompany the bearer to the house of rest, who pilot the ship of Ra, ever advancing onwards the heights of heaven, Lord of the shrine, which standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is me, and I am him. Mine is the radiance, wherein Ta floateth over the firmament. I travel upon high, I tread upon the firmament of Nu. I raise a flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye, ever rushing on the splendor of the daily glorified Ra, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountain, the celestial waters shall flow at my command, for I am Ra incarnate, created in the flesh. I am the idler of my father, Tnu, Lord of the city of the sun. The God who commands is in his mouth. The God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is the sanctuary of truth. Yet God sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day, and the desire of my heart realizes itself as that of Ta. When he created his works, I am eternal. Therefore, all things are as my designs. Therefore, do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, utterable wisdom, all light or power. come now and be Thoth, Yehudi, Hermes, Mercury,
and then lastly we have Sekhmet. Sekhmet is the feline goddess, and she is represented as the power or might. And she is basically a warrior, feminine energy. She tears apart darkness, deception, and evil energy. She's a great protector, as well as a master healer with nurturing, healing energy. And she is capable of the destruction of what does not serve and what is impure. Alright, so those are a few of the Egyptian god and goddesses, and just feel free to put in the comments which one you'd like to choose for your root chakra today. And the root chakra, for everybody out there, is our red energy center, located at the base of the spine or right around the bladder area. And the root chakra, its characteristics and energies that it applies to us is our stability, our connection to abundance flowing. It is also where we hold pain, resentment, and anger, frustration. It is also where our fight or flight mode is. And also helps with our career and finances. And lastly, this is also going to be our connection to the mother, and where we hold on to karma in this lifetime. Not karma from other lifetimes, but karma in this physical lifetime. These are all the root chakra. And which one are you going to choose? Three goddesses. There's quite a few, but some of the goddesses I went over were Isis, Sekhmet, Bastet, Ma'at, Hathor. These are all the goddesses I named. Alright, so we got Bastet, Isis, Osiris, Sekhmet. And today, for my root chakra, I am going to go ahead and connect with good old Great Mother Sekhmet. Sekhmet has always been one of my favorites. She is someone that I work with quite a bit when it comes to the archetypal manifestation guides that we can have. And she's taught me many things, including how to properly use a technique with sage to close doors and seal them, and many other things as well. Hathor. So good old Mother Sekhmet. It's the energy I'll be calling on today for the root chakra. Alright, so let's go ahead and get comfortable. And you can either sit or lay down for this practice. and crystals that you can utilize for the root chakra. This is raw hematite. This is what I'll be using. You can use hematite, black tourmaline, obsidian, carnelian. You can also use onyx. You can use any quartz crystal for any chakra. Black kyanite, smoky quartz, really any of the black crystals. These are all good for the root chakra. Alright, so then if you're sitting down, let's go ahead and have your back nice and straight. You can use any support to help keep your back up. This will help your spine flow with the energy. And if you're laying down with your legs straight, not crossed, so we are not blocking the flow of energy in and out of the soles of our feet. And then next, we want to release the tension out of our shoulders and our body. Allow our shoulders to drop to the side and relax. Drop the arms, have the elbows close to the rib area. And then next, breathing in through the nose, expanding our diaphragm. Holding the breath and drawing it down the body to the root chakra. Consciously breathing and exhaling out of the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, drawing the breath down to the root chakra at the base of the spine. Drawing it back up the body and exhaling out of the mouth. There's no rush to this breath. Just take it at your own pace and be intimate with yourself. Continue this breath throughout the activation, as this will support the activation and helping you release blocks, as well as amplifying with space for divine light. Just continue breathing. Now take your crystal that you chose and hold it in your left hand, as this is your activation and receiving hand. Hold your hands out, cup your fingers together, remembering that our palms are minor chakras, which is where our Reiki energy flows out of our energy system. And then taking your left hand with the crystal and placing it on the root chakra, right under the bladder area. Placing the right hand right over the left hand. Continue to breathe and focus on the breathing. You may close your eyes. Draw more focus. Breathing down to the root chakra. And exhaling out of the mouth. Tuning into the Reiki energy from the hands. Now as you breathe, I'd like for you to visualize the Egyptian god or goddess that you chose to connect with. And you may envision either their body, their energy, whatever it may be that most resonates for you. Just envision their energy. being offered to you to receive as you continue to breathe to the root chakra. Maybe even affirm with yourself that I am connecting with Mother Sekhmet and her beautiful energy. I am receiving. Continue to breathe. And you may repeat this affirmation out loud or inside your own mind at your own will. I affirm that I am releasing unconscious fight or flight patterns as it is not serving for my most whole self. I affirm that I am guiding my emotions, my mind, my energy to be anchored and grounded and stable in my root chakra connected to Mother Earth. I affirm that I am connected to eternal, abundant source flow of life. Therefore, I am rich, royal, and divine in my organic nature as who I am. I affirm these affirmations. Ashe. And go ahead and take a final big deep breath. And release. Alright, and when you are ready, return back consciously into your physical avatar and reality. And no, you do not need crystals to participate in these self-Reiki activations. Self-Reiki is not requiring any external objects. All you need is your hands and your mind. But crystals are definitely welcome to help amplify. And just remember, you guys can make these affirmations anytime, or you can write down these affirmations, watch it in the replay and write them down, or create your own affirmations for your chakras as well. Affirmations are a great way to help reprogram your subconscious. It takes a little bit of time though, it takes repetition, and it takes dedication to properly reprogram yourself. Wholeness and many blessings to all of you. Really glad that you guys were all able to receive. Very grateful for it. You are welcome, Queen. Alright, so that will do it for Rising with Ra today, on this Monday. Egyptian God and Goddess Week. You guys can watch the card reading for the collective for today and Tuesday tomorrow on the replay, as well as on the YouTube channel, Sacred Light Healing and Wellness, where this will be uploaded in full by tonight. And I'll be back on Wednesday for Rising with Ra at 11:11 a.m. Eastern, as we will tap into the sacral chakra, and we will continue to choose Egyptian gods and goddesses that we would like to connect with our sacral chakra on Wednesday. And if any of you guys want to be the collective card reader or facilitate the sacral chakra activation, feel free to let me know. Message me, and we can sit down and see if we align and resonate to have you on as a sacred guest for the community space. If you guys have any questions about the announcements from the beginning of the live, Sacred Space Friday this Friday, as well as the Sacred Light community that is on private on Discord, that is now open and flowing for you to be a part of, or even the live tomorrow regarding the Bridge to Love program, which is a 7-week program hosted by myself and my beautiful partner, Holistic Butterfly. If you have any questions about any of these things, just reach out, holla at me, you know where to find me, and we'll get things going. Till then, wishing you all abundance, self-awareness of who you are, wholeness, balance, love, vibrations.
Machismo with fuego, kundalini is my payroll. Saucy like queso, watch me with a wrist, no watch, only crystal bracelets. Yeah, we stay lit. Yeah, we stay lit. We woke. There's riches inside of me, I ain't going broke. Yeah, we stay lit. We woke. There's riches inside of me, I ain't going broke. Ready for the truth. That's why they still praise the outer influences. Just brush off their intuition, never renovating the inside while